Hi, I'm Ilvy Njiokiktjien and I'm the host of Shutter Stories. Welcome to the latest installment of our short-form podcast series, Moments. As the host of this podcast, I have spoken to some amazing creators and every single one of them has been grateful to work in this industry. But earning a living in this field, whether you're a photographer, videographer, filmmaker or content creator, isn't guaranteed. And all of us may have to apply our talents elsewhere during our careers. For this moment, we asked 4 established creators what they would be doing if they weren't working in this field. Let's start with men's fashion photographers Jamie Ferguson and Cecilie Harris. And there was no question in my mind how they would answer, but they surprised me.
Oh, it's such a tricky question. I think something within design, because when I was having my magazine, I really started to love how you put imagery together. So still being involved in that visual space, I'm very visually driven. So to be able to work with design, put campaigns together, books together, magazines together, anything that tells a visual story somehow. So probably in that area, I think I would really enjoy as well.
It's likely I'd probably still be involved in menswear in some aspect. But then weirdly, I've also, I think I always loved the idea of, I think having photographed a lot of like tailors on Savile Row and a lot of tailoring workshops, I've always loved the idea of making something by hand. And I think oddly, I really like the idea of making furniture if I hadn't ended up as a photographer. And I think I think there's something very romantic about that kind of idea of just having a workshop and being able to make a chair. Like, I think I could be quite satisfied with that.
Now, this really highlights how important transferable skills are when you're thinking about your career. And the photography business requires you to have a very broad skill set, which you can gain from lots of different industries. Actually, when I was younger, I worked in a restaurant, and just being with people, chatting to them, that kind of skill set really helps me in my daily photography practice now. So if you ever decide to leave this industry, don't forget that you have lots of different skills to use to sell yourself. Now, I also spoke to sports photographers Phill Magakoe and Isabel Infantes about this topic, and one's answer I expected and one's answer I didn't.
For me, I would definitely still be involved in sports because I do love sports and I was very athletic. Never mind the weight that you see now. I was quite very athletic in my younger days and I played a lot of football. I was good at it. I played semi-professional leagues in South Africa and it was not meant to be. So, and then that's how I started photography. So I would still be involved in sports somehow because I really, really love sport.
Yeah, that's a great answer, Phill. I think I've never been good at sports, so I don't think I will get involved in sports myself. Maybe dancing, some salsa or something. Maybe a salsa teacher. Why not? Definitely something creative because I've always been drawing and painting. It's been in my background all my life since I was a little child. I started drawing before speaking, I think. So something creative, something to do with languages. I love learning new languages. I'm doing French now. Hope it helps for the Olympics next year. And traveling, I love traveling, so maybe a combination of the 3 of them: arts, language, and traveling.
Well, this actually makes me think about what I would do myself if I wouldn't be in this career. And yeah, I really love storytelling. I love podcast making. I really like doing this podcast, but I would also like to really delve into a more investigative journalistic podcast one day. So who knows? If I would not be a photographer, I might be doing that. If you've enjoyed what you've heard today, then please listen to our other episodes of Shutter Stories. All the details are in the show notes. And make sure you subscribe now to get our next episode as soon as it's released. Thank you, and until next time.